Well, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to clench your butt cheeks for one more time, just one more time, because apparently we ended up getting brand new patch notes. The homie Trump ain't stopping, man. The homie started beefing out there. We apparently got a brand new, I mean, this is news to me, of course. We got the homie Mark Kearney out here, so he started like talking about the Canada tariffs, this and that. He talking about role-playing servers, all the DLCs, that the updates that the homie Trump from United States of America, it has been dropping. We're gonna get down to it. If you're new here, you do not have to like the video, you do not have to subscribe, none of that. Shout out to the homie as we go roll it.
The White House is defending its decision to send hundreds of alleged gang members to a super prison down in El Salvador.
And President Trump is thanking the country for taking all of those illegal migrants in.
Good job, El Salvador.
Super prison. Okay, damn.
One of the great stories in Central and South America. Maddie Rivera is live in Washington. Maddie.
Hi, guys. Good morning. The president of El Salvador says more than 200 Tren de Aragua members arrived in the country over the weekend. He also says they received almost 24 MS-13 gang members from the U.S.
Gotta catch them all.
A Trump administration official tells our Bill Malusian 261 illegal aliens
special cases.
El Salvador in
illegal aliens. That's crazy terminology, man. But yeah, a lot of people are very, very happy with this update. I'm hearing some people are not. Okay, we're gonna get down to it. We're gonna relax. You're gonna get some. Keep it in your pants. You're gonna get some.
Total 101 were Venezuelans.
What does that mean?
Via Title 8 and 137
Alien Enemies
Act. Alien Enemies Act of 1798. And that's what's been causing a lot of controversy. This wartime authority gives the president the power to deport non-citizens without a judicial hearing during a period of war or invasion.
Okay.
The act has
Well, there it is.
only been used 3 other times in American history. This is the first time it's been invoked since World War II.
Wow.
The president is justifying its use.
Say psych!
Some that are wanted in El Salvador?
Well,
Yeah, I heard about that.
Because Biden allowed millions of people, many of them criminals, many of them at the highest level.
Yeah.
They emptied jails out. Other nations emptied their jails into the United States. It's an invasion.
On Saturday.
Yo, that is crazy statement, right? It's funny, but it's hilarious. And it's pretty wild too. Like, imagine this, like another country is like, hey, we need to do a factory reset real quick, but we still want to keep the files. We don't want to delete these files. So what do? We send them to a different hard drive. And in this case, hard drive being United States of America, files being these criminals, and the factory reset being that country's jail cell, right? Imagine, like, so they're like, we're just gonna transfer the files over to another hard drive. Crazy, man. Now they better get these files back though.
Saturday, a federal judge ordered the Trump administration to stop removals on.
And I'll say this, right? Like, I'm not an American, okay? I'm not an American, but this is one of those things that I don't see any negative around it. So Trump is basically doing what he said, and secondly, he's deporting illegal immigrants that are criminals. I mean, sounds like a good thing to me. I don't know, like people that are if you're against it, yeah, let me know your argument for why you think this is bad, because the two main reasons I think it's bad is because, bro, illegal immigrants that are criminals, I mean, they may be doing something, they may be doing criminal activity that's probably not gonna be safe for you and your kids, your family. And secondly, in this case, it seems like that these are El Salvador criminals. You know, people, news channels, they're always gonna label people as that, and you know that once somebody gets labeled, then their entire people, race, country, religion, it happens all the time. It's like one black guy steals something, then it's all of a sudden every black guy is that, right? You know, media does that all the time when it's not true. One Muslim does some bad and all Muslims are, I cannot say that word on YouTube, then they all get labeled as that. So, and there are so many like stereotypes, and this is how stereotypes are born. So I would say this is a good thing. Yeah, reduce criminal activity for your country by deporting illegal criminals back to their home. And secondly, if you're from El Salvador in this situation, that's a good thing, because you know, if your community member or your country fella does some bad, you're not gonna get labeled as all of them, right? So I would say that's a big W, but if you think it's bad, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to I want to see both sides on this one.
under the act to see if its invocation is legal, and he ordered deportation flights to turn around. But the White House says the planes were already outside of U.S. airspace, so they argue the judge...
Man, like, don't shave his head, bro. Like, come on, bro. Okay, if you're... Okay, I see why people are against that. Okay, I get the argument right now. Yeah, man, yeah, come on. Trump, like, come on, man. Let the homie keep their hair, bro. Damn, man. Damn, bro. And like the video if you agree on that one.
Judge's ruling no longer applied. White House Press Secretary Caroline Levitt says the administration did not refuse to comply with a court order. Levitt goes on to say federal courts generally have no jurisdiction over the president's conduct of foreign affairs, adding a single judge in a single city cannot direct the movements of an aircraft carrier full of alien terrorists who were physically expelled from U.S. soil.
Man.
The temporary restraining order...
Yo, to America? Like, you guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. To you guys, like, everybody that's not an American is an alien. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy, bro. And in this case, I mean, these suckers are criminal aliens. Illegal criminal aliens. Crazy. Holy smokes, and ain't no dang jokers.
Order is in effect for 14 days. A hearing is scheduled on March 21st. Lawrence, Ainsley, and Brian.
All right,
Maddie, it's incredible. Thank you so much. When you look at their rap sheets, it's hard to believe that some judge was saying, keep them here in America. Because they are alleged gang members and their rap sheets are long. These are career criminals that were in America, in this great country of El Salvador. The president there working hand in hand with Donald
Trump. I can't believe he released a video about this. That was fucking hilarious.
Trump.
Can a brother see it? So you're saying the judge released a video? I want to see the judge argument on that one. Do we have the judge like announcing like a patch note or something? I want to see those patch notes. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to relax. Maybe I'll get some as well. Pause. Yeah, I'd be telling you guys to relax, and because you're gonna get some, I'm gonna tell myself to relax. I might get some.
Decided they can come here, and you see in the video their
keep
heads
them here in America.
being forced down.
I know.
They're being transported one by one. They're getting their heads shaved. They're walking with their hands behind.
Yeah, not the head shape. Come on now. And I also want to get down to the homie Mark Kearney. He talking about, hey, not together. We not gonna be U.S. Canada, not together, not together. And I want to talk about that too in that in a second, okay?
Behind their necks, and this is all at a detention center, the El Salvador Terrorism Confinement
Center. Is due process not a question for you? Well, this is the due process. It was already explained.
Okay, people saying in the comments, hey man, why be mad? It's free haircut. Guys, come on, man. Come on, man. It's not free haircut like a free DLC, bruh. It's
that if you're using this act and these people are non-citizens, then this is the due process. That's the whole point.
For me, it's like, bro, yeah, that's the point, but also they are criminals is what's being said. And if these people are actually criminals, because it seems like that's the way, but I'm trying to play both sides there, just trying to throw an argument, I guess, for the sake of it, or... But yeah, like, if it's actual, like, criminals, bro, and illegals and all that, yeah, bro, like, deport them, because if these people do some bad, then their entire country is gonna get labeled. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that, bro. And also, it's pretty bad for the victims or whoever, potential victims. Damn, that's crazy, right? Potential victims. Crazy. So, yeah, I think this is a good update. I think that, and I'm not in America, I'm not an American. I think that's a good update. If you think it's a bad update, I want to know your thoughts for why. Maybe I'll be enlightened too. I want to be enlightened.
And the president down there says
the due process is applying the rules.
And that country's El Salvador. The president of that country is also accepting the files back. So he's like, hey, relax. I might get some. So he getting the files back too.
Back stay for at least a year.
Yet again, I find myself amazed with the Democratic Party.
You never saw a courthouse? Yeah, that's because the due process of the Illegal Alien Act, or whatever the fuck it's called, says that they don't have to.
Ooh.
If you invoke that and it's an invasion, they don't have to do that.
Uh-huh.
That's
also real quick, the homie Trump made an announcement. So he does like an entire catwalk, which I already have skipped. So why am I trying to skip right now? I mean, on my part. We're gonna skip the catwalk, we're gonna skip the cutscene, and we're gonna get down to the content here, boo-boo. So the homie Trump says, he's releasing all of the Kennedy files. Oh crap.
A lot of work. We're going to fix it, make it beautiful. It's a very big part of the fabric of D.C. and the Capitol. We're bringing back the Capitol. We're bringing back our country. But while we're here, I thought it would be appropriate. We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades for this, and I've instructed my people that are responsible. Lots of different people.
We want alien files too. We want alien files too. We demand answers. We demand answers. The public demand answers. We want UFO files. We want alien files. We want Area 51 files. We want to know the truth. We want to know the truth. But you cannot handle the truth. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We demand answers. We demand answers. Like the video, if you demand answers too, I roll it.
People put together by Tulsi Gabbard, and that's going to be released tomorrow. We have a tremendous amount of paper. You've got a lot of reading. I don't believe we're going to redact anything. I said, just don't redact. You can't redact. But we're going to be releasing the JFK files, and that would be tomorrow. Do you have anything else to add to that, Carolyn? So that's a big announcement. They've been waiting for that for decades. Then I said during...
And also, we have been waiting for the aliens' truth for decades too, homie. Come on, homie. Okay, so that's what we're getting. So new update, new patch note, due for tomorrow. But let's get down to this one. So now this is a heated topic, okay? Everywhere I go, Americans be like, 51st state, 51st state, 51st. Listen, man, I'm in Canada. And I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Now, listen here, okay? Now, everybody, I've been seeing, and I want to play you this clip here, okay? So it's gonna be, it's pretty wild because everybody that I'm speaking with in real life, very limited group, but everybody that I'm speaking with, and this is what I've gathered after reading so many comments and also speaking with a limited group of people in real life, people don't wanna be annexed, okay? Canadians don't want to be annexed. The only people that want the deal to happen where Canada and US are like, you know, this close, this together, pause. We've been pretty tight. We always have been pretty tight. But Trump want us to be tighter than a bumhole, which, okay, pause real quick. I get that. The only people, okay, let me actually cut to the chase there. The only people that I came across that want this to happen are the ones that are actually making decent to a lot of money. And it's generally older dudes. Because women, kids, I mean, let's forget about the kids. Women, generally, they don't want it, generally. And the arguments thrown here, the first argument which I can understand, and I'm sure anybody from anywhere around the world would be understandable of it, is that, hey, like, we're Canadians, we're proud of our country, we don't want to be labeled as an American. Okay, simple as that. Simple, just like if you're an American watching and if Canada was making the same things, some would call it threats, others would call it, hey, it's a peacekeeping situation. Whatever, okay? It would be the same thing, right? So Americans wouldn't want them to be called Canadians if we were to flip the tables, right? No one, and if you're in the UK or Australia, nobody want their country being annexed or completely like gone, this and that, because people love their country, right? It's like, hey man, if you, no matter how big or small you are, figuratively, literally, and metaphorically, you don't want your religion being trashed on, you do not want your race being trashed on, you do not want your country being trashed on, you do not want your mama being trashed on, okay? Like, simple as that, okay? Simple as that. So people here don't want it, right? Generally. And this is one of those reasons I can understand. Now, the second reason is free Medicare. And yeah, I can already see you guys, hey, but it's this, but it's that. Yeah, you're probably right about that. It takes a lot of time, and it's because of the high taxes. High taxes, right? And it's like you gotta sometimes wait 6 months to a year to maybe 2 years. It's insane, man. It really is insane. But okay, we got free Medicare, and more. Sometimes it's actually pretty good though. You know, in emergency situation, yeah, they take care of you right away. Like, for example, if you had a heart attack or something like that, you show up in the hospital, bro, like, they stop doing everything. They take care of you right away. Now, thankfully, my daddy never had some of that, but I believe like a couple of years ago, back in 2018, my daddy heart rate or blood, something like that, I don't remember exactly, was pretty high. So he showed up at the hospital and they looked at him, and normally what they do is that, hey man, take a number and chill, right? And then you gotta wait hours. And we're talking emergency situation, they gotta wait an hour. My daddy showed up, bruh. Within 2 minutes, they checked his pulse and they were like, okay, stretch her out. We had like 5-10 nurses show up all together. They like gang up on him. And a couple of minutes later, they hit him up. The nurses hit my dad up with something good. And he was feeling good about it right after. So he felt good. So they took care. So free. And it was all free. Don't have to pay. I guess some of you would be like, well, you're paying high taxes. That's why. I get it, but still, like, it's one of those pro thing that we have, like a good thing that we have. So people love that, and people don't want to give up on that. But people that want this to happen, either they don't have feelings attached, and secondly are older dudes that are sick and tired of paying high taxes, right? Yeah, that's like what I'm noticing in general. But if there are other arguments and other reasons why Canadians don't want it, and if you're a Canadian and you don't want this to happen, let me know. And if you want this to happen, like, you know, pause real quick. Let me know in the comments. Okay, now let's get down to the homie Mike Carney. Roll it.
Also want to thank Prime Minister Starmer for a valuable discussion on how our long-standing economic and security partnership can help build growth, prosperity, and security for our citizens today.
Bruh.
You know, as Prime Minister Starmer mentioned in our session,
we're gonna like speed this boy up because homie taking way too long. Roll it.
Canada and the United Kingdom share a history, we share values, we share a sovereign. And those shared values between Canada and the United Kingdom, Canada et la République française, ont été démontrés avec notre partenariat pour l'Ukraine. They are demonstrated through the leadership of Prime Minister Starmer, President Macron, and Canada's participation in the coalition of the willing for Ukraine.
Okay, Ukraine, okay.
With two of the three founding peoples of Canada, date back to the 1500s. It's a relationship that is built on values. It's a relationship that is built on economic interests and purpose. Nous sommes prêts à défendre nos valeurs communes, à répondre aux nouvelles menaces mondiales et à apporter des changements.
Ah ouais, c'est calice, des tabarnak là. Ah ouais, là, le microphone est tellement caca, mon gars, là. Il peut même pas get un nouveau micro, là. Ah ouais, I see. Like, what I'm trying to say is that, bro, the audio is so bad. Can't you guys get a new mic? Bruh, like, come on, man. Like, get a mic, bro. Get a good mic. I mean, they have a mic, so why are we not getting a good audio from it? Why?
Aux Canadiens, les Canadiennes, et aux Britanniques, et les Français, et les Françaises. Notre histoire commerciale commune a commencé il y a plus de 350 ans ici. Et s'est développée.
He says the history started 350 years ago. About what?
Dans les premiers temps de la Confédération avec les préférences impériales. Et se développe aujourd'hui dans le cadre.
Basically, it's a long ass video and it says that, Brad, like, Canada is making, or US is making threats against Canada, and we need to stop it. That's what the homie trying to say in this video is what we're hearing. And so we're gonna just put a quick little skip on that ass, and we're gonna get back to the patch notes here. Okay, let me get that.
Reason. Bruh. So you shouldn't be making that argument.
Yeah.
You should be making the argument that he couldn't invoke the act. That's a different argument. But to say that these people didn't get due process is not true. This is the due process.
And even some of the members of the media, they're talking about process again, and they're not talking about the evildoers that were in our country because Joe Biden decided to just unleash.
But like, let the homie walk straight though. Like, why tuck him in like he was tucking himself in a blankie or something?
The border, remove all the security barriers that were there because he didn't like the president that came before him. And you had 10 million people come into the country. We didn't vet these people, and some of these people right here were the ones that came into the country. Rapists, murderers, people that committed assault as well.
Why do people not understand this? Because it's, again, the emotional reasoning of first they're going to do it to the illegal alien Venezuelan terrorist group gang members, and then the next thing they're going to do is they're going to put your grandma in Guantanamo Bay, or they're going to send grandma to El Salvador's prison because she posted a meme of Trump being bad. That's again, like, this, it's all emotional reason.
Yeah, not the grandmother. I mean, listen, I'm not an American, but I understand why they're deporting illegal criminals to their country. That part I understand. Whether they do it to good illegal citizens or not, that's a different point. But to the criminals ones, it's understandable. And yeah, real quick on this Canada and US thing, bro. I mean, listen, bro, like, yeah, like, you know, bruh. I think I'm down, I guess. Oh shit! Oh shit! But like, listen. To be fair though, Canada, US, the way it's going, I don't think it's gonna happen. It's just, I'm being objective. No feelings attached. It's probably not gonna happen. Why? Because what's gonna happen to Canadian dollar, right? Ever thought about it? Is it that, for example, like, let's just say if you're a Canadian, right? And if you're an American listening to this, understand this. So if a Canadian has $1,000, 1,000 Canadians in his bank account, in his or her bank account, will it turn to 1,000 USD? Or will they actually convert it? What's gonna happen? Or are we gonna keep the US Canada dollar separate still? Right? It just don't make sense. Oh yeah, it's very complicated. It really is complicated, and there are other things. Now the homie Trump is saying that, yeah, Canadians gonna keep old Canada. Okay, that's very cute. That's very cute. Yeah, guys, there's like, it's very, very hard. And even if something like that ever gets around to pass through, there's probably gonna be a voting, and based off of people that I came across in the comment section. I'm not talking about like the fake Canadians, like the Americans trying to role play as Canadian and be like, we wanna be together, 51st state, yes, we Canadian, we love it. I'm not talking about the fake American or fake Canadians, you know, Americans trying to role play that. I'm not talking about that, but generally everybody that I came across, they don't want it, right? And people that are cool with it, older folks that are sick and tired of it, and they are paying a lot of, they're making a lot of money, or decent, good money, and they are sick and tired of the taxes. They are cool with that. But what I think is gonna be the best for everybody in this case, it would be like, okay, no more borders. US and Canada, we do have borders, but it's pretty chill though. We can like, I can like hop on your guys' server, you guys can hop in my server here, pause. Canadians can go to America, no problems whatsoever. You guys can come here, no problems whatsoever. Yeah, like that relationship is good, and maybe all of this can, hopefully not, it can tarnish that, and maybe in months from now, years from now, that could be pretty bad. So we don't want that, right? But what I think is that we can come even closer, and yeah, let Americans work in Canada without work visa, and let Canadians work in America without work visa. No more tariffs on both sides. And I think, yeah, that's pretty good though. That's pretty good. Let's not complicate it anymore. We can become even closer, and we can, yeah. But becoming a state, I guys, like, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. Like, you know, pretty tough.
There's no thinking about this at all.
Very, very tough, guys. Very, very tough.
And so you have,
yeah, grandma's going to jail now. Sorry, guys.
80% of the country, I'm sorry, over 70% believe that we should have mass deportation of these people, yet they defend the actions.
So that's what I was saying before. Over 70% are okay with it. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier today. Let me see if I can just find a picture again.
Oh, okay.
Where'd it go? It was the picture of like all the different places, the different like podcasts and everything. Yeah, this one here. This is when you take on 70% issues, you get 30% of the space here. That's what happens.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, I see. But guys, did you see this video? Apparently, they ended up releasing this alien video. Click on this video on the screen, and I'll see you right there. Yeah, check this. Click this alien UFO video that they just released.